Okay, I believe we are live. Good evening, everyone. Welcome to the June 15th special meeting of the Newark Board of Education Superintendent Evaluation. Meeting is called to order at 7:01 p.m. And Flag of Allegiance. Ms. Gutierrez, can you please turn on the banner? Everybody else, please stand with me.
Just 1 second as I get the flag up. I apologize.
Ready, begin. I pledge allegiance
to the flag
of the United States
of
of
the United
America
States of America,
and to the
and to the
republic
republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, next item is roll call. Ms. Gutierrez, roll call, please.
Member Martinez,
Here.
Member Grindal,
Here.
Member Nguyen,
Here.
Member Hill,
Here.
President Zhang.
Here, thank you. Approval of agenda. I move that we approve the agenda as it is. May I get a second?
A second.
Seconded by Member Nguyen. Member Martinez, how do you vote?
Yes.
Member Hill,
Yes.
Member Gundel,
Yes.
Member Nguyen.
Yes.
My vote is yes as well. Motion carries with 5 ayes. Before we enter closed session, we have public comments on the superintendent evaluation. Ms. Gutierrez, please bring in the public speakers.
Yes, just let me check our participants. Perfect. We have our first speaker, which is Eric Tam.
Hello.
Hi, you may begin.
Hi. Hello, board, staff, and Dr. Triplett. Tonight, I hope to provide a fair and objective evaluation based on my experience in the past 6 months. For wins and successes in this time period, I wanted to thank Dr. Triplett for his hard work in the following results. He made progress with the website rollout as he updated on 5/20. The district was able to move several Bond G landscaping and HVAC initiatives in beautifying and helping our schools. He was able to manage a school district in the midst of a pandemic, and this is not an easy challenge, and I recognize that, so thank you. Partnering with the board and trying to move forward diversity and inclusion resolutions, including Black Lives Matter resolution, AAPI, Thursday's upcoming LGBTQ resolution, and taking the time to reach out to parents. For areas of improvements, I wanted to highlight 3 important areas. In the area of trust, 2 weeks ago, 2 parents highlighted that we shouldn't let the vocal minority portray the community sentiment. So I thought it'd be important to dig into data. So let's go to hard data. Out of the 227 teachers that ratified the vote on April 23rd, 68.7% of them voted yes with no confidence. This described as meaning they don't trust the district or leadership, nor do they see transparency. Board, I'd like you to let that sink in a little bit. 7 out of 10 teachers would not trust this district and its leadership. The result, the schools opened, but Dr. Triplett, unfortunately, you damaged your relationship with the teachers that you're charged to lead. I hope you can rebuild it in the upcoming year. In the area of fiscal responsibility, even though we presently sit on a positive projection, I'd like to point to a specific example. As of March 4th, 2021, or in March 4th, 2021, second interim report, Ms. Dela Cruz projected and pointed to an $819,000 deficit in 2022 and 2023. This assumed a $1.56 million savings in 2 years while closing multiple schools. Yet Dr. Triplett moved forward with hiring the assistant superintendent role costing $186,000 annually. Over 2 years, that would have covered 45% of our deficit. Board, you asked hundreds of families to sacrifice to save $1.5 million while closing multiple schools. Dr. Triplett, a great leader, is willing to make sacrifices for the better good. I hope next time you can do that. Finally, Dr. Triplett's own KPI enrollment. Let's look at the data. January 4th, projected 5,524. May 17th, 5,470. This was below Ms. Dela Cruz's second interim projection. This is actually the hardest challenge for any superintendent. I have yet to see a larger plan, but I wish Dr. Triplett the best of luck in the 2021 and 2022 year. Thank you.
Thank you. Next speaker.
Thank you, President Zhang. Let me restart our clock. Okay, and our second speaker is Christine Clinton. You may begin.
Hi, everyone. Tonight, before you go into closed session to review Dr. Triplett's job performance, let's talk about his first year. Focus area 1, fiscal vitality. Shifting money from this fund to that fund to eliminate the structural deficit and significantly decreasing reserves hardly constitutes a plan. Enrollments are down significantly since Dr. Triplett joined NUSD, and as of today, the community hasn't seen a plan to boost enrollments. There was a $10,500 marketing expense to mail postcards to all of Newark and some of Fremont for the DLI program. I don't know if that generated any new students because Dr. Triplett is breaking the law by not responding to my CPRA request for the program's enrollments. His intentional disregard for the law will result in lawsuits. Accruing legal fees isn't a fiscally sound strategy. He also spends frivolously on and enriches his friends with independent contractor agreements. 2 of his former Oakland Unified colleagues led a training that resulted in a grievance being filed. Focus area 2, meaningful community engagement. Taking and posting countless photos of himself is not community engagement. Avoiding the tough questions in town halls and limiting social media comments is not public engagement either. The LCAP committee didn't feel heard either. Dr. Triplett blatantly ignored a board member's request twice for the Snowgram naming vote results. The pattern we are seeing here is that if something doesn't cast Dr. Triplett in the best light, often by his own doing, he will ignore and avoid it, hoping it will go away. And board, each of you is allowing him to remain unaccountable. Focus area 3, instructional excellence. Dr. Triplett couldn't even negotiate a contract to get the teachers back into the classrooms, much less work with labor partners to improve the art of teaching and learning. He strong-armed the labor partners, lied about HVAC filters, and got a no confidence vote for it. Additionally, he is continuing to dumb down high school education by using Apex to achieve an inflated graduation rate. There's a $3,000 expense in this month's warrants for the program. The graduation rate is above 90%, yet only 40% are prepared for the next step of life. His former employer was also called out by the grand jury for relying heavily on Apex, and Dr. Triplett is doubling down on that shameful program in Newark when he should be defunding Apex entirely. Focus area 4, exceptional learning environments. Parking lots were paved, but the HVACs are still broken, portables are past useful life, and the curb appeal at our school looks about the same as when Dr. Triplett joined NUSD. As I just shared, there isn't much worthy of praise. Do not reward Dr. Triplett's bad recommendations. You continue to approve with any additional compensation and contract extensions. Act like leaders and hold him accountable. And to Dr. Triplett, you have a lot of work to do, and I don't think your consultant, Fred Brill, will get you there. Stop giving your friends sweet independent contract gigs and hire qualified people. If your friends were exceptional at their jobs, San Lorenzo Unified and Oakland Unified wouldn't be in their current state. Thank you.
Thank you. I believe that's all for the public comment. And we'll be moving to close session for the superintendent evaluation. And we will not be coming back to open session. Okay. So everybody, we'll see you on our Thursday's regular board meeting. Bye-bye. Have a great rest of the night.
Thank you.